It's raining, guys. You can tell that, can't you? So I'm going to take the camera off my head after I've done the until the rain improves, because it's not in its waterproof. A82 out of Fort William, having accidentally avoided the minor road diversion which the route notes actually told us to take, because it was all a bit wet and ish really, and I wanted to get where we needed to go as quickly as possible. Anyway, following the A82 out of Fort William towards Fort Arthur, it's called. I will now look at my grid notes. Fort Augusta, sorry, which is where we're having lunch in about 20 miles time, followed by an enormous climb. Weather improving, heavy traffic through until Fort Augusta now. Once the cloud starts to lift, warms up a bit, stays dry, it's pretty nice. I think this is Loch Aber on the way out of Fort William towards Fort Augustus. I think later in the day we go around the other side of Loch Ness. Whoa ho, that'll be exciting. Well, I have my video camera ready in case I see someone faking an appearance of the Loch Ness monster. So here we are, going over the Caledonian Canal and the Lagan Swing Bridge. Caledonian Canal, Swing Bridge. This is Fort Augustus, and this is clearly a lifting bridge, which is now going to lift. And when we get to tourist information, which is on the other side of this bridge, oh, it's a swing bridge. Wow. Oh, I do like swing bridges. I like any sort of big engineering. So the tourist information is on our left, and the Scots Kitchen is on our right. That's where we're eating lunch. Oh, excitement, excitement.
Paul, was that your bottle?
Yes. No, this time.
You hit a bump and it shot across the road into the bushes. That's why I was so far behind it, across the road, get it out the bushes and come back.
You're a very thoughtful person, sir.
The car just missed it. I should have left it.
I wonder what's coming through.
And there's no other way across.
I don't think so. This is the Caledonian Canal.
Oh, I've heard of that before. Some people have actually ridden on it, fools.
Well, I think if you ride on the canal you're going to tend to sink. But I think there's some boats coming through left to right. Well, I don't know how many of these boats are going to come through. It looks like it may be only one. One narrow boat, they wouldn't have to open it. No, they wouldn't. No, so it's got to be something with a mast. They don't normally have great big bloody masts on them like that, do they? But
you have to hire a boat for 2 or 3 weeks and put it along in the canal.
I think that, well, my wife is very clear that she's never going to do that, just like she's never ever going to go and stay in a tent. She's not going to do canal boating. She apparently had a traumatic experience when she was about 26, 27. So it's not going to happen. Fort Augustus, the bottom of what is the toughest climb on the whole thing apparently. Planning to take about an hour to go up this climb. The record is 25 minutes and I'm going to be nowhere close to that, and that's entirely fine with me. I'm just going to try and see if I can manage this without walking. It happens in 3 sections, so I'll try and remember to do a little something whenever it flattens out, which it does twice on the way through. Right, here we go. This is the very beginning of the climb, and I'm going to switch off now because the battery would not last all the way up the climb. 20 minutes gone, and the first of the 3 sections done without stopping. Unfortunately, the red lights here were not against me, and I could just carry on because I'm really trying hard not to stop. This is a little flat section before it does it again, apparently. So that's the second of 3 parts done, and as you can see, this bit is relatively flat. So I know this isn't the top because I've looked at the gradient map, and it just flattens out a bit for a short while and then it goes again, but it's a relative rest, and there's no way I'd have been able to manage this non-stop at the beginning of the holiday. But having had 10 days of intensive training for the Highlands so far, coping well. Got to drink some more.
So far now.
This is a lovely spot, isn't it? Loch Taff. No bathing. Ooh, there's another bit of hill to go. So actually, I was optimistic on that flattish bit. That was actually the middle, and not 2/3 of the way through. This is 2/3 of the way through. I've got another bit to go. Beautiful part of the country, isn't it? But experience has shown me that this doesn't mean it's the end of the climb. It may just have flattened out for a little bit, and I don't really know until I reach the cairn, which is the top of the pass, which is definitely not over there. Well, I can see the clear downhill road, so I'm going to go round this corner with the camera still on, and I expect to see another rise, and I'll have to drop gears again. This is I'm now in the lowest gear in normal range, that is to say not the hill climbing range, which is approximately 3 more gears lower than this, possibly 2, because this takes me along at 5 miles an hour and the other to take me along at 4 and 3 miles an hour relatively speaking. Right, well, this unfortunately is a down, which presumably means there's another up. Yes, you can see it just over there, because although I'm still going uphill and I haven't reached the top, though I still haven't stopped for even a moment, it's just a beautiful landscape, at least in the sunshine line. This it is lovely. Getting people to do this Land's End John O'Groats in the wet, oh, must be vile, absolutely vile. We've been very, very lucky with the weather. I should add so far, because there's a load of cyclists hanging around, some of whom I recognise, at least some shirts I recognise, so that makes it absolutely definitely to the top. Oh, and look at that view as it comes into sight over the top of the hill. Wow, that is impressive, isn't it? That is definitely impressive. It's quite a view. Hey, where's the brew van?
It was there, but something went on 10 miles.
Oh, it's gone on 10 miles, bastards! And I was so looking forward to a cup of tea at this point.
Yeah, well, we decided to fly on. But I've stayed here with some
You've stayed here?
for years if you want.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. Hold on. Well, I think after that I definitely deserve a snack.
Yeah, definitely do. It's good help.
Thank you very much, Sir Niv. I'm most grateful. Wow. It's a nice place to be in the nice weather, isn't it?
It is.
Wouldn't be a nice place to be in the bad weather. Can you imagine what it must be like for poor suckers doing this when it's pouring with rain? Vic looking to see when the others are, but they're going to be some time, both of them. Arrival of Brian. I'm expecting a certain amount of swearing, but my goodness, he's got here and he's got here in bloody good time, because he's only 10 minutes behind me, coming up that absolutely serious hill. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Brian, you're a bloody brilliant cyclist. What can I say? I'm unbelievably impressed with you. Bloody good. Very tough, and I can imagine you swearing under your breath all the time. Bloody brilliant. Well done. Meanwhile, my bike had blown over in the wind, and I have had to do a little bit of emergency repair, so I'm being, well, not just realigning things, so I'm just being careful for the first bit. Make sure everything's running smoothly, which it seems to be. Everything seems to be. I'm going to go over this cattle grid because there's no way I want to get off and stop for this. So just confidently over the cattle grid. Meow! Oh, rattle and roll. What a view. Fabulous. Side up to the top and over and down beside Loch Ness. This is Loch Ness. And we're now moseying along beside Loch Ness on our way to Inverness. In the beautiful sunshine, which is quite a contrast from this morning, of course. Bike seems to be behaving itself after falling over at the top of the pass. What a lovely, lovely view, and a good day for cycling. Not too hot, not too cold, no longer wet, which is a big help. A bit lumpier than is ideal, but you know, you can't do everything. So here we are, having a delay. Hello Vic.
Hello.
You're on television.
Hello.
We'll shortly be on YouTube anyway, as we have the inevitable Brian has another puncture.
It's called warming down.
This is the downside of the highly efficient tyres, is they have a tendency to go.
Here, right here.
But fortunately, when it went, it was just before the brew wagon, support wagon arrived, so the timing was perfection enough. Beside Loch Ness. And the fantastic Sir Niv of Tea is trying to make absolutely bloody sure it doesn't keep on happening, which is what happened last time. I'm going to Glencairn, so I'm going that way, and you're going to go that way? I think that looks like a Castlish thing to me.
Past the cathedral.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go that way, do we?
Well, if you pass the cathedral, you've got to go around to the left.
Yes,
well, no, we haven't.
go up here and then we take a right. to Curve, and then we follow that through the traffic lights